Have you ever found yourself staring at a crucial task, feeling an inexplicable urge to do literally anything else? Whether it's a looming deadline, an important project, or even just calling someone back, that frustrating inability to start is something we all grapple with. You tell yourself, "I'll do it later," but later often turns into never. It's not a lack of discipline. It's a fascinating dance of your brain and emotions. But what if I told you that procrastination isn't a flaw in your character, but rather a complex psychological phenomenon rooted in how your brain manages feelings? Today, we're diving deep into the mind-blowing science behind why you procrastinate and, more importantly, how you can trick your brain into actually getting things done. Get ready to unlock some powerful psychological hacks that will change your productivity forever. Let's go. For years, procrastination was seen as a time management problem. We thought if we just had better planners or more willpower, we'd conquer it. But groundbreaking research has flipped this idea on its head. Dr. Timothy Pychyl at Carleton University has spent decades studying this exact phenomenon, and his findings are truly eye-opening, revealing a much deeper, more emotional root cause. Dr. Pycyl's research shows that procrastination isn't really about managing your time efficiently at all. Instead, it's fundamentally an emotional regulation problem. Think about that for a second. You're not avoiding the task itself. You're avoiding the negative emotions associated with it. That big project might spark anxiety. The tedious chore might trigger boredom, or presenting your ideas could ignite self-doubt. Your brain, in its infinite wisdom and sometimes misguided kindness, seeks immediate relief from these uncomfortable feelings. It looks for an emotional escape hatch. So instead of facing the anxiety of starting that report, your brain steers you towards the immediate, albeit temporary, comfort of scrolling through social media, watching a video, or doing anything that provides a momentary mood boost. This means when you procrastinate, you're not being lazy. You're actually engaging in a subconscious coping mechanism to regulate your mood. The relief you get from avoiding the task is an immediate, albeit temporary, reward. Understanding this shift from a time issue to an emotional issue is the very first step toward truly overcoming procrastination. It's not about being better. It's about being smarter with your emotions. Now, let's zoom in on what's happening inside your skull. In a fascinating 2013 study using fMRI brain scans, researchers made a startling discovery about the brains of chronic procrastinators. They found that individuals prone to delaying tasks tend to have a larger amygdala, which is the part of your brain largely responsible for processing emotions, especially fear and anxiety. This suggests a heightened sensitivity to potential negative feelings. But that's not all. The study also revealed weaker connections between the amygdala and the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, DCC. The DCC is crucial for higher-level cognitive control, like planning and decision-making. Essentially, it helps regulate the amygdala's emotional responses. A weaker connection means your emotional alarms might be ringing louder, and your brain has a harder time overriding those short-term impulses. This brain wiring essentially primes procrastinators to prioritize immediate mood repair over long-term goals. Your brain shouts, "Danger! Uncomfortable feelings ahead," and your DCC isn't strong enough to calmly respond. No, this is important for your future. It's like having a hyperactive alarm system that doesn't always distinguish between a real fire and a burnt toast, pushing you towards immediate comfort. So, when you choose to watch just one more episode instead of tackling that report, your brain isn't being bad. It's merely trying to keep you safe from perceived emotional discomfort. It's a fundamental hardwiring, but understanding it gives you the power to consciously intervene. This leads us to a fascinating psychological phenomenon that can help us hack this inherent tendency: the Zygarnik effect. Discovered by psychologist Bluma Zygarnik in 1927, The Zeigarnik effect states that uncompleted tasks create a kind of mental tension. Our brains love closure. They crave completion. When you leave a task unfinished, your mind keeps it active in your working memory, almost nagging you in the background. Think about a waiter who remembers your order perfectly but forgets it immediately after you pay. This mental tension, while annoying, can be incredibly useful. The trick is to leverage it. Just starting a task, even for a mere 2 minutes, can be enough to break the procrastination loop. By taking that first tiny step, you've now created an open loop in your brain. That nagging sensation shifts from "I should start" to "I need to finish," and the Zeigarnik effect kicks in, pulling you back. This is why you often find that the hardest part of any task is just getting started. Once you're in motion, even for a brief moment, the inertia shifts. The discomfort of the unknown transforms into the familiar process of working. That initial commitment, no matter how small, sends a powerful signal to your brain. Okay, we're in this now. Let's see it through. It's like gently pushing a stalled car. But there's another sneaky psychological bias at play that makes this initial push so difficult: temporal discounting. This fascinating phenomenon reveals a fundamental truth about human decision-making. We inherently value immediate rewards far more highly than future ones. Your brain isn't just seeking mood repair. It's also constantly weighing the now against the later, and now almost always wins. Temporal discounting research demonstrates that humans can value immediate rewards up to 50 times more than future ones. This isn't rational, but it's deeply ingrained. Your brain sees Netflix tonight as a concrete, feel-good certainty, while a promotion 6 months from now, or even just feeling less stressed tomorrow, feels distant, abstract, and therefore less appealing in the present moment. This bias creates a fundamental conflict between your present self and your future self. Your present self wants immediate gratification and comfort, while your future self desires long-term success and well-being. The unfortunate reality is that your present self often acts like an impetuous child, gleefully incurring debts that your future self will have to pay. It's a battle, and the present self is usually armed with stronger impulses. Understanding temporal discounting helps us forgive ourselves for succumbing to procrastination. It's not a personal failing. It's your brain's natural, albeit unhelpful, tendency to prioritize immediate gains. However, acknowledging this bias also empowers you to actively strategize against it. You can build bridges between your present and future self, making those distant rewards feel a little closer and more tangible. The good news is that by combining these insights, the emotional regulation aspect, the amygdala's role, the Zeigarnik effect, and temporal discounting, we can craft powerful, science-backed strategies. These aren't just willpower hacks. They're clever ways to work with your brain rather than against it. You can literally rewire your approach to tasks and finally break free from the procrastination trap. Now that you understand the powerful psychological forces at play, let's turn this knowledge into actionable steps. We're going to give you 3 core strategies, each directly derived from the research we just discussed, to help you short-circuit your brain's natural tendency to delay. These aren't magic bullets, but consistent application can lead to profound shifts in your productivity and peace of mind. First, leverage the Zeigarnik effect with the 2-minute rule. When you're dreading a task, commit to working on it for just 2 minutes. That's it. Set a timer. The goal isn't to finish the task, but simply to start. By initiating, you create that mental tension, that open loop, making it much easier to continue once those 2 minutes are up. Often, you'll find yourself flowing into the task naturally. Second, combat temporal discounting by making future rewards more immediate and tangible. Break down large, daunting goals into smaller milestones. For each milestone, pre-plan a small, immediate reward that you genuinely look forward to. Instead of finish report, then get a promotion, finish this section, then enjoy 15 minutes of my favorite game. This bridges the gap between present effort and future payoff. Third, master emotional reframing. Before you start a task, acknowledge the negative feelings it might evoke: anxiety, boredom, doubt. Instead of avoiding them, reframe them. Tell yourself, I'm feeling anxious about this, and that's okay. This feeling means this task is important. Or, this is boring, but pushing through this discomfort builds resilience. Shift from avoidance to mindful acceptance and growth. By understanding that procrastination is often your brain's misguided attempt at emotional protection and an inherent bias towards immediate rewards, you gain incredible power. You can stop blaming yourself and start implementing these smart, scientifically backed strategies. It's not about forcing yourself to do things. It's about cleverly guiding your brain towards productivity and long-term satisfaction. Embrace these psychological hacks and watch as you transform your relationship with tasks and achieve more than you thought possible. If you found these insights mind-blowing and helpful, please smash that like button, share this video with someone who struggles with procrastination, and subscribe for weekly psychology deep dives. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thank you for watching.